Hi Jason, welcome to the Vyomax studio.
Hi Mark, thanks for having me, bud.
No problem.
Good to see you again.
Excellent. My first question for you is, what is a bodybuilder?
That's quite a good question. Well, a bodybuilder is me. No, like basically it's quite the way I look at it is an elite athlete who it's yourself against yourself, and you're striving to build the perfect body, if you like. I look at it as I'm the artist, so I'm the creator of how I want to look.
Excellent. How did you first become interested in bodybuilding?
Well, I first got into it when I used to play a lot of rugby for my town, my county, and under 16 England trials. And I also did a lot of boxing, as my dad was a heavyweight boxer. I used the weights to get stronger at rugby, and then I also ended up getting too big for boxing, so I just stuck with the weights. And I did my first contest at the age of 20 and won that, and I've been hooked on it pretty much ever since.
Fantastic. Which bodybuilding legend would you say most inspired you the most?
I think with most guys, probably most of them are going to say Arnold, because he was around with all the films, you know, everything. And he was a bit of a phenomenon in his time, not just with how he looked, but his attitude most of all was, I'm going to win no matter what. And the foresight to see him becoming governor or president in the future, yeah. I thought that was great. So his attitude as well as how he looked, definitely, yeah.
Great stuff. What is your current weight at the moment?
My current weight, this is my off-season weight. I still like to stay fairly lean at this, but I'm around about 238, 239 pounds at the moment with abs.
Wow, that's fantastic. And how tall are you, Jason?
I'm 5'5", bit of a shorty.
Okay, and next question. How would you describe your typical training program running up to a competition?
My training actually doesn't really change a great deal. I train two body parts, one large body group and one small body group. The first 5 days, the larger body part gets trained heavy in straight sets, and the smaller body part gets high reps, drop sets, etc., supersets. And then on the 5th day, I swap it around, so the small body part gets heavy, and then the larger one gets higher reps, sometimes up to 70 reps.
Fantastic. And how important is good nutrition alongside bodybuilding?
Nutrition, compared to how it was maybe 10, 15 years ago, has come on leaps and bounds. We're talking literally a science now. In the past, we used to just drink eggs and milk and lots of it. Now things are so crucial. You've got glutamins, you've got creatines, crealkalins, and it goes on, different types of ways. You've got blends of protein, etc. And certain things now come in at key times to when we finish training. You should drink this. Before you train, have a pump-up drink and do this. So things have moved on massively, and it is now become more of a science, definitely.
Cool. Which is your favourite supplement that you use most of the year?
Most of the year, I always use a good quality whey. I use glutamine year-round, and I use creatinine year-round.
Excellent. We've heard that you're a good bench presser. What's your best weight and how many reps?
Well, now we're going back a little bit now, because my age has crept up with me a little bit, so I've got to start thinking logically for joints and tendons, etc. But going back maybe 7 years ago, when I was in my prime, I was over 18.5 stone at 5'5", and I was doing incline press with 5.5 plates for 10 reps. I was doing flat bench for 6.5 plates for 8 reps. So yeah, pretty strong.
Wow. What would you say is your proudest moment in your bodybuilding career so far?
My proudest moment would definitely be the very first year I won the Mr. Universe in '96. That was just an amazing time. After coming so close, 5th, 6th, 7th, 4th, 3rd, and so on like that. And then to actually win it in '96 was amazing. Then as I was about 38-year-old, I had health issues, I had enlarged heart, etc. I had to take time out, about 3 years off of training. Then I came back, I made a comeback at 40. I won the Masters over 40s, I won the Mr. World over 40s, and I won the Mr. Universe again.
Wow.
So that was, you know, I've gone out at the top and come back in at the top, so that was great.
Brilliant. And can you see yourself competing again in the future?
Oh yes, definitely. I had a bit of I've had a tough year this year. I lost my dad, who was my greatest fan. He to cancer this year. and he's been and watched every show that I've ever done since I was 20. Unfortunately, he'll not be there again, only in spirit with me, but I'm going to go back and do it for him as much as myself, yeah.
Brilliant. What is one piece of advice you would give to someone entering bodybuilding in a competitive way?
The best piece of advice, well, it'd actually be a few pieces of advice for someone who's just coming into contest training, would be one, to keep it real, always keep it real. We get so many people in the gyms that say, oh, I'm going to be 18 stone this, I'm going to be on stage at this. It doesn't work like that. This is all about consistency, coming in at the gym regular, eating regular, training sensibly, getting plenty of sleep. So all that rolled into one is what I would say, definitely.
Excellent. It's been great having you in the studio there, Jason.
Thanks, Mark. Pleasure seeing you, bud.
Brilliant.